Today we are talking about traveling with your kids. I know for me, myself, I'm already planning well, obviously I'm planning my honeymoon, which is in a couple weeks, and I'm already kind of stressed just about my soon-to-be husband and I traveling. So I can't even imagine as moms all the things you must think of when you're traveling with your kids. But first of all, should you travel with your kids?
Yes. I think definitely. Yes,
yes,
you should.
Is it one of those things where the sooner the better, like even when they're young, babies, everything?
Yes. I totally think you should take them, just because you're stuck in the house all day as moms, and you always want to go somewhere. And I know we didn't start traveling until we had our second kid, because I thought it was really not doable.
Yeah.
And now we go everywhere with all three of them.
That's great.
So it's awesome.
Absolutely. Now, okay, you guys, we're Facebook friends, and I just saw that you both went to New York.
Yeah.
And you took one of your children with you.
We did.
Right?
Yeah. I took my we said we were going to New York, and my husband's like, "Who are you taking?" And I'm like, "Come on." So I took the easiest, the 6-month-old, and it was awesome. We had a great time.
Yeah.
He was so good. He never cried. He was awesome.
Oh, I love hearing that. And you just got back from vacation, Molly. You went to the beach, is that correct?
We went to South Carolina.
Okay.
So we had a
And you have
13-hour.
2 kids.
Yeah.
13-hour drive. How'd it go?
13-hour drive. It actually went really well. It was better this year. Last year we went to North Carolina, and Lincoln was only 1, and he screamed the entire way. So this year it was much better. I mean, he actually, did really well, but we always take our iPads and put apps on them, and we have a DVD player in the car, so that helps. And then I always pack certain toys to keep them occupied, but he did much better this year.
Yeah, what is the key? I mean, to keep them, do you take toys?
Yeah.
I mean, is it just constantly making sure they have something to do? Is it?
I think it's a mixture. I think also it depends on the age of your child, but traveling at night, like we actually left for New York at night so that Jude sleeps the whole night. So Allie's like, it'd be best to travel when he can sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then by the time he woke up, it was like 9 a.m. and we only had a couple more hours left. So we stopped, got him out, and then we were fine. He cried maybe once.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so there are some things that you can do, some actual material things that you can have, and we're going to show those in the 6 o'clock hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, it is important to expose your kids, even at the youngest of ages. All 3 of you feel that way. Take them with you. Don't just leave them at home with the grandparents or with babysitters or things like that. I mean, that's your basic thought.
Yeah. They get used to it quickly. So, I think, mine have been used to being in the car since they were born. And, it's just kind of a way of life now.
What about flying?
I think it's nice too. I mean,
I haven't done that yet.
I saw 2 of you held your breath like, oh, we're not trying that yet.
I've flown once with mine.
Okay.
So just with Cora.
How was it?
She actually did really well both times. I mean, we flew once to California when she was probably 4 months old, and she did really well. And then we flew to Florida when she was a year old. So
you just keep her occupied and everything.
Driving is much easier though.
Great. What about you, Lisa? Have you flown yet?
I haven't. I have not, but I know my family has, with like my nephew and stuff like that. And I think it's just key. I don't think every time you go somewhere you always have to take your kids, but it's just important to expose them to traveling, because I think it also helps building manners and culture. It just teaches them other things, and being at home, I feel like they don't learn as well as socialization and just being around people in crowds and learning to be quiet, and just a lot of different things they learn on the way.
That's really good advice. And it's time now for our second part of Moms on the Go, and we're talking today about traveling with the kids. And last hour, all of the moms said yes, it is a good idea. Start traveling with your kids now, get them used to being out and about, seeing things. And so this hour, you guys have brought some things, some good ideas for moms to take on the road.
Easy things.
There you go. So let's start with Lisa Harst. Lisa, what all do you have?
I have young kids. I have a 2.5-year-old and a baby, but obviously he just sleeps usually. But for my 2.5-year-old, he's big into snacks. He won't go in the car without a cup and something to eat. So I'm kind of a clean freak in the car. I don't like stuff everywhere. So he can eat his goldfish out of here, but then it won't spill anything.
There you go.
So for me, this is really easy because he throws things.
Yeah.
So he can throw this across the car. It's not going to go anywhere. I can pick it back up, but he can still eat without having a big mess.
That's great.
And then another little one, he's a draw. He likes to color and draw. So this is called an aqua doodle. And the pens for this only work on this. So they can't write on the car and on the seats and on the car seat.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he can color and draw, but it's not going to get anywhere else in the car, and it's really easy to put in a bag.
Yeah, that is great. I like that a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Allie Dar, what do you have?
My kids are obsessed with Thomas the Train, and this is this little thing I found on Amazon, and they can fit all their trains inside this, and then it opens up into a huge playmat. So when we go to the hotel, I just get the trains out and they drive them all along this. And then they use it as like their suitcase.
Oh, no, that is neat.
Yes. And it's only like
really
$15.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, you completely, and then you just pack it up.
And then I just pack it up
great.
and put all their toys in there, and we try not to leave anything.
There you go. That's good. All right, that's a very good travel idea. And finally, Molly Pearson, what do you have? You have an iPad.
Yes, but on the back of the iPad is a little strap that you can put on the headrest so that you can show DVDs for the kids.
Okay.
So you just put it on the headrest, put it on the back, and then start the DVD. So if you don't have a DVD
that's a
player,
great idea.
yeah, this is another option that you can use.
Are there some other apps that would keep kids entertained
Yeah.
on the iPad? Are there, is there,
Definitely.
Is there a
There's
plethora
tons.
that you can find?
yeah.
Are some
There's
of
so
them
many.
free on
Most.
Oh, yeah,
iTunes?
I use
Most of them are free?
You can find tons of free ones. You can also download, like if you go to Disney, you can download like Team Umizoomi, you can download Mickey Mouse Club, so you can have the actual shows on your iPad where they could watch the TV show as well. But there's everything from like drawing to educational things. You can download stories where it'll actually read the story to the child, so you know they can just hold it.
Just awesome. I mean, things sure are different than
So much better
when
than
we were kids.
Yeah, much easier.
You don't have to play the license plate game.
Yes.
Oh, but that was so much
color
fun.
game,
Oh, the license plate game was always so fun. I remember we had these blocks that were so cool. Like you'd look out the window and anything you saw, you'd flip over the block or something.
cute.
So that's important. You know, it's important.
Well, we
to do
still
those
play
things.
games.
Yeah, we did discuss too that, you know, even when we were driving back, my daughter fell asleep and Lincoln was still up, so I actually shut everything off, you know, just for a little bit because it, you know, the constant stimulation makes them a little crazy too sometimes. And I mean, he was fine, looking out the window, singing songs, you know,
great.
kind of playing with
So
himself.
a mixture of things.
Yeah.
Time to be loud, but also time to be quiet, which parents appreciate, I'm sure. All right, ladies, thank you so much. And of course, all of the information is on their blog, momsandheels.net, and also on our website, northwestohio.com.